G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and today we're back with another happy flying episode. I think it's number 23, I'll correct it if it's not in the title, but just check out this crash before we get started. This is one of the craziest crashes I've ever had, and I did a little bonus video, uploaded it for those people, but check this out. And perfectly into the tree. Like, that was absolutely insane. Really, that's probably the best crash I've ever had. Anyway, so yeah, back with another happy flying episode, and today we're going to be talking about a big secret that I haven't really heard many people talk about, and except for some really pro racers, I think, but there's something you guys aren't going to really trust me when I say that. Well, hopefully you trust me, but what we're talking about is extra weight, and how extra weight on your quadcopter can actually improve your lap times, as crazy as that is, and I guess not make you a better pilot, but make you get around the track quicker. And this all came about, this is going to be just a really short video because it's pretty simple, but this all came about because we're flying the GT2 in this video, and I absolutely love this quad, and it's probably the fastest one I had, but for a little while I couldn't fly this, and I was really struggling to fly it, and the reason was I'd taken off my GoPro off here, and I was just trying to fly around normally, and I didn't realize just how much that GoPro was helping me fly. So now when I fly, I've realized that it's not so much the GoPro, but it's that extra weight. So a lot of people are going to sort of freak out here a little bit, but in my opinion, everybody's been trying to build the lightest quadcopter that they can. And so what I do now, I have a goal weight that I want to build to. I don't want the quad to be any lighter than a certain amount. And if it is, the way to get it, I just passed underneath Trev there, that was a nice little overtake. But if it is underneath that weight, then just stick a bigger battery on here, because back in the day we used to fly around with like 1300 milliamp hour batteries and that sort of stuff. That was okay, and it was like 3S, so we were trying to be really light, excuse me. But then as we progressed and technology got better and we started to go to 4-cell, and then we started to get better motors that really sucked down the juice, we were starting to come up with some crazy, I guess, like thrust to weight ratio quadcopters. And what resulted was some quads that had insane agility. And what I'm sort of saying is that agility isn't always your friend. Like, it's great to be able to snap back and forth and have a super agile quad, but the limits of the human brain and I guess the human piloting skill in here, we actually need a little bit of a handicap to help us fly well. Now, look, this isn't going to work for everybody. I'm just talking about what works for me. But what I've really found is I try to build the quad as light as possible and then stick on that heavy battery. And the bonus point about having that heavy battery is as well, is that you're going to have the amps there if your battery needs it. It's going to help with the C rating, and you're going to be able to absolutely smash it when you're sort of going full stick racing around the course. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me here, and again, look, I just want to say that this really is just my opinion and what I've found, but I've been experimenting ever since I found out that, look, I had been racing better with the GoPro strapped onto the top, and trying to work to that goal weight. I've been trying to, when I take it off, I put a bigger battery on there, and I've been experimenting, and 1300, like we said before, was the norm, but really, I think the minimum that you should be flying around on is about the 1500, and I would even be willing to say that in a hardcore race, I would be even pushing it up to like the 1800 mark, just to get the most out of your flying. Now, I'd love to know what you guys think, or what you think the perfect goal weight is when you're flying around, and I think my reasoning behind it anyway, when it really comes down to turns and feels and things like that, is if I'm banked in a corner or something like that, it almost, I feel like that extra little bit of weight acts as I don't know how else to say this, but a little bit of expo. So as I'm going around the corner, it's drifting out a little bit, and because it's taking that tiny minute little bit longer, I guess, to turn or be super agile, that I was lucky to get that part. As I was going, I was getting distracted by my own video, but as I'm going through that corner, and because I've got that extra weight, it's just slowing it down just enough to give my mind and fingers a bit to catch up, and then I'm ready to get back on the gas and absolutely sort of smash the throttle. So look, that's what's been working for me. Hopefully try it out, because I really think that in the future, a ton of people are going to be changing up their batteries. If you're about to buy a whole bunch of batteries and you want to get into high performance racing, this is my advice, and I'm saying I would be buying like 1500s. I feel like they're a really sweet spot for flying around with, and if you've got some crazy motors, definitely think about, look, maybe I want to go with some 1800s if they're really going to be sucking the amps down, because not only will you have that extra weight, then you can build your quadcopter really light. You'll have that extra weight to help you in the turns, as strange as that sounds, and you'll also have that extra battery capacity, which will absolutely help when you're smashing the throttle on those amp hungry motors. Anyway, that was just a really strange little observation that I haven't heard too many people talk about, and it's just something that I think there's definitely going to be a shift moving away from the 1300s into some bigger, larger batteries. Oh, there's a little mid-air collision right there. But yeah, into those batteries. And I want to let you guys know about it and what I think is going to help you guys in the races. Anyway, subscribe for more FPV related content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you found it useful, definitely hit that like button, because that's one of the best ways that you can help support the channel. But other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content. And as always, happy flying.
Is it in it?